Hey, this is Brad and Brad Miller, Dr. Brad Miller, but just call me Brad. And hey, I'm just starting something new here for myself. It is August 2017, and I am heard about this thing called the vlogging August vlogging challenge to vlog every day in the month of August. And so I think I'm going to give that a try, but I'm going to do it in a 40-day process. I'm going to start now August 1 of 2017 and go through September 9th. That's 40 days. Because I'm working on this project called the 40-Day Way project, where I want to add value to my life and other people's lives by discerning lessons and life lessons that can be broken down into 40 days to help you move through a process of a place that's stuck to a place to what I call finding your promised life. And so that's what I want to do here by doing, just starting this process of sorting this out. I'm working with my friend Scott Maderer and my friend Scott Tester to write some stuff about this. And Scott Maderer is working on some financial pieces. And Scott Tester's working on some health and physical health related things. And I'm working on things like spiritual life and personal development and time management and mental health, life transformation, family relationships, dealing particularly with 4 areas of death and disease and divorce and depression, and how those impact people's lives and how we can respond to those. With 2 Timothy 1:7 in the Bible, it says, didn't come to give you a spirit of timidity, Jesus says, but a spirit of love and power and discipline. And so I believe those 4 things, not timidity, but bold action and love and power and discipline, can be responses to things. But each day during this 40 days, I want to have a lesson that I'm teaching for myself to sort things out and get a little more used to doing live video and to doing vlogging. And so I can do this and to teach a lesson that add value to your life and to mine. And I hope some folks see this, and I bet you'll have some downloadable things for people to have. But for right now, I'm just going to get started. I just want to get started and post this both through my Facebook page for 40-Day Way and to my YouTube channel and see what goes with it. Get used to it and get kind of in the process. And I'm thinking about it a lot today because I want to get started. It's time to get started. And today I had something happen that is important to me, and I think a lot of people can relate to it because it is a reality of life, and that's death. One of my really good friends named Bob, I just got word today that he died, 64 years old, riding his bicycle. The guy was the epitome of health. He's ridden his bicycle across Africa and all kinds of places. Just great health, but he just dropped over dead of a heart attack, he just retired a year ago and leaving his wife, and he's got a couple of adult children, some grandchildren, and it just breaks my heart. It really does. And he's left a incredible legacy and impact on my life, and among those things is riding a bicycle, which I like to do. And I just rode about 10 miles or so today, and thinking about him, went off to a park to think about him and to pray a little bit and to think about my life and where I'm at. And one of the things I'm coming up to is time. I can't let time dissipate and go away. I just can't do that anymore. And I don't think any of us really can, because it's too easy to get stuck, to get kind of in a rut or in a place where we just, watch TV or just get bound up in Facebook and the internet and all that other stuff. And just time just goes away. So we got to focus, and we got to do something productive with our time, and to grow in our life and to do something productive and make a contribution to others. And so that's really what I want to do here with the 40-Day Way process, is to discern life lessons and help us to move along a pathway, to get out of a rut and to move along. Because we don't have time to waste, do we? I just had a birthday recently. I'm 59 years old, and there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees on anything, is there? I just found out not too long ago that I'm going to be a grandfather for the first time in a couple months. And I want to see my granddaughter, who's going to come in November, and I also not want to see her not only be born, but I want to see her have her 5th birthday and have her 10th birthday and go off to school and graduate from high school and graduate from college. I want to be there for all those things. And not only be there, but to make a contribution to her life and be able to make a contribution to the life of other people. That's what I want to be about. But I can't do that unless I grow myself. And to grow myself, I have to push through things like the death of my friend, like any personal kind of woe is me, personal depression I might have. I deal with disease in my life. I have diabetes, which I have to control. Divorce is another thing. I was divorced many years ago and deal with that even now in a blended family situation, even with a grandchild coming on. Those things are part of my life, but they're part of your life too, aren't they? A lot of those things. How do we deal with them? I believe there's cues from wise people and from wisdom literature, like in the Bible, the book of Proverbs, and some of the great Stoic philosophers, philosophers from all walks of life that can be helpful to us. And that's what I like to study, that kind of thing, and impart that wisdom in my head and into others. And it starts with those 4 concepts. And I'll touch on those here today, and that'll be kind of our starting place. My theme for today is time. Make good use of time. Get started. Use your time well. But use your time well, and this is the themes that I think come into play. Number 1 is bold action. You got to get off the schneid. That's why, even though don't feel like I'm completely ready here to do these live videos, it's time to do it. It's time to just take action. Bold action is just time to do it. Another one is love. That's what the Bible says in 2 Timothy 1:7. Love. That's the power of the gift that God gives you. And I believe that love has to do with even that emotional connection you have with important people in your life. My spouse is important to me, my kids, my grandchild-to-be, folks in my church, my friend who passed away, and now I need to be a good friend to his family, and my other friends who are grieving now. That love that's there. Let that love empower you, that emotional connection. So we got bold action, we got love. And the other thing it says in that biblical passage is power. Draw upon power. I believe that's spiritual power. That means power is something greater than yourself that you can draw upon to embolden yourself, to give you strength. And you can only get strength when you bring in another resource, I believe. You get strength, when you consume the right foods. You get strength when you do physical exercise. You get strength when you invest in yourself. And I believe that spiritual investment in prayer and study and things like that is a great thing that we can do. And I certainly, for one, believe there is a power greater than myself, and I like to call that God. And I'm a Christian, so I believe in Jesus Christ. But I believe there is great power for all of us that we can draw upon. So there's bold action, there's love, and there's power, and there's also discipline. The discipline comes from the 40-day process. Say, I need to do this every day and make a commitment to take some time out, a few minutes every day, to be disciplined to do this and to sort out some of the lessons, the life lessons and things, in order to provide the quality content to give you something here and for myself as well. So that's the discipline means it's a daily thing. You need to eat every day, right? You need to exercise every day. We should, to have optimal health. Same thing is in your life. If you want to break through patterns in your life that you're stuck, you need to have discipline. It's just a thing. That's the focus comes into play here. Another thing. So those are some of the things I'm thinking about here today as I begin this 40-day process, this 40-day journey. So start today, August 1st. I'm going to do it every day, even if it's just a minute or two. I'm going to do it every day for now, at least through September 9th, and that includes holidays and other times too. But I can do this, and I will do this. I need to find a set time to do this. Right now it's about 10 minutes before 9 in the evening. I'm not sure what time of day I'm going to do this, but probably be about this time at night, each night. I will probably do this, have it disciplined each night around 8:30 or 9 to do this. So I'm just setting that back a commitment now. But I may need to adjust it. But the idea is to be disciplined in your life. If you do those things, take bold action, you have that emotional connection of love, draw upon power greater than yourselves, and be disciplined to do things, good things are going to happen. And I believe we all together can progress to a promised life, a life of health and happiness and freedom and prosperity, and a life of contribution, of growth, all those things. A life where you're content in your life. Doesn't mean you don't have any problems anymore, but it means you can deal with it. So that's what I wanted to talk with you today, here about this on this August challenge. August 1, 2017. I'm beginning it here today, and we're going to begin the process and move it along and see what we can do. And that's it for right now. And I think I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll move on to day 2 tomorrow for the August challenge for Brad Miller and the 40-day way. Take care, good people.